What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You're here with myself, Guni, and the legend himself, Lee Gunner, back for another episode. Before I introduce Lee Gunner, though, the comment down there, smash up that like button, subscribe as well if you are new. Road to 10K, we got to make this happen. Hopefully, we can touch that by summer. Yeah, but I need you lot to help me do that. But Guns, how are you doing, my bro? Another week, another win closer to third place now. Not even securing top four. You got third place in sights, bruv. How are you feeling?
We could end up being second loser instead of third loser. You know what I mean? Yeah, top Gunners are gushing, mate. They're literally creaming their pants. They're all stuck to their bed sheets this morning, thinking, "Oh, we could get above Chelsea. They're in the mud. Chelsea this, Chelsea that." Okay, mate. I'd rather have Chelsea's European pedigree than finish third and never actually go on to win the tournament. But what do I know? I'm just negative, mate.
That's a fact. Well, listen, I can't really say much. We've been the second best loser, third best loser for all part of going on 5 years now. And if we're not careful, we could be approaching that decade. That decade comes quicker than what people think. Man. You can ask Arsenal fans, you can ask Manchester United fans. And we are starting to walk that line.
Are you worried, though? Do you genuinely think you could go 10 years?
You know what? With this ownership coming in, I don't think so. I've got a lot of faith with this. If Todd Bowley wins, even more so than Jim Ratcliffe, who's worth 16 billion, I still trust Todd more. The plan that this guy has, his track record with fans, not even results, because his whole philosophy is the whole point of owning a sports club, right? For it to be successful is to get results. Because if you get results, you get the fans on side. You get your fans on side, you get all the merch you want because they're going to support you, rightfully so. And that's how things go.
A billionaire is saying that the aim of sport is to actually win. Wow, that's really mad.
Exactly. So
I thought it was to finish fourth.
So that's why he's hell bent on winning, because he knows as long as you win or you're there or thereabouts, because you're not going to win every season, but as long as you're competing every season, you're going to get what you're looking for.
Facts. You're going to get all the sponsorship deals. You're going to get the fans on side. You're going to get all the better players because you're successful. This is what I don't understand about my club. This lot seem to think that get Champions League, all our problems disappear.
No.
Yeah, we can only start competing once we get better players. And to get better players, you have to be in the Champions League. Okay, somebody please tell me how many times we challenged in 20 attempts at the Champions League.
That exactly, and then my thing is because Arsenal fans are seeming to forget, except you and a few others, North Side as well. But Arsenal fans are going to get a huge reality check next season when you're playing FA Cup, Champions League or Europa League, League Cup, Premier League. That's when you're going to start to see who's made of what, because you got to remember Chelsea. My thing is if you lot finish above us this season, I'll be pissed, but I'd understand it because I believe that the manager has done miracles with what he's got available, considering all the injuries he's had, and B, we've played the most games out of everybody in the Prem.
Yep.
So that's also going to add up. So, and you guys are now you have been playing one game a week for a while now. So really, third place is something that you should be getting. Top four, certainly. I said at the beginning of the season, you said that you want him out anyway. But I said really and truly, for Arteta has to get top four. For the competitions that he's not in and the time he can spend with his team and that, he's got to get top four minimum. If he doesn't, he's got to get out of the club.
Mate, that's the thing. Like, this whole top four thing for me, though, Guni, it's just like, this is a Wenger thing. And it's no coincidence that most of these people that are gushing their knickers over top four ain't never seen us win a title. So all they've ever seen is fourth. With the money we have spent, that should be the bare minimum. Yeah, especially with one game a week. Yeah, we've spent 250 million under this manager, which is more than any other club in the world in the same time. Yeah, and that's what lowering the standards. We're saying, oh, just fourth, then we can go again, then we can do this. I see people out here wanting to give Eddie and Ketia and El Neni a new contract. And what are these people watching?
Yeah, criminal. I was just talking with Troops and Zara about that. Criminal. They're talking about El Neni. He'll be integral in the squad, not necessarily a starter. Well, if this was maybe in the 90s, early 2000s, where you had utility players, you had your John O'Shea's who would play anywhere you asked them to play and do an average job, Maybe. But in this day and age, when you're looking at the bench of serious contenders, these are guys that can walk into most of the teams, most other teams, including the top ones. If you look at Manchester City's bench, yeah, they could arguably at least fight for top 4 with their second team.
All day long.
So that's that's the level. That's the level that you're looking at. So for me, when I'm hearing Arsenal fans saying, you know, El Neni and renewing Ketia. Since when do you renew a striker who's how many goals has he scored this season?
2 league goals.
2 league goals. And the first one came against us after 365 calendar days. At what top club is renewing a striker with that record?
But this is the thing, Guni, yeah? This is what I say about the fan base. This fan base, Rant said it the other day. He said, football fans are that reactionary that it's all about the last result. Doesn't matter about anything else. It's about the last result, last performance. Yeah, so it doesn't matter that El Neni's not played all season. Just because he's had a couple of good games in a row, give him a new contract, mate. Yeah? Eddie scores 2 goals against Chelsea. Oh, give him a contract, mate. These fans are thick. Yeah, I've said it for weeks. They are thick, right? You get people sitting there against your lot the other day. You brought it all. You brought it all. You ain't got an owner anymore. You brought it all. All this crap, yeah? Cool. Why are they all hashtagging Cronky out then? Because they want an owner like yours that buys it all. They're thick. Arsenal fans are thick, mate. I'm telling you, yeah. They don't know what they want. Yeah. And what we've become is an absolute circus of a football club within the online fan base. Yeah. I've never seen a fan base like it. Like, one good game, give Eddie a deal. I remember last year, we played against Man United. El Neni was pressing in the 95th minute at Old Trafford when we beat him, yeah?
Yeah.
This same man right out here saying, give El Neni a new contract. Give him a new contract. Yeah, then you don't get back in the team after that. That one fizzles out. Then summer comes, he's still at the club. January comes, he's still at the club. People are baffed. Why is he still at the club? Now he's had 3 games in a row. He's played well for 3 games. Give him a contract. These people are the sole reason as to why my football club don't win top honours. Yeah, because they lowered the standards. El Neni ain't good. Yeah, he ain't good. Right? He ain't going to win me a title. And that should be the standard. You should be going for players that are good enough to win a title.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You should be going for a manager that's good enough to win a title. And if that ain't the standard, yeah, then sorry, you ain't ever going to win a title. So raise the standards. And if the owner ain't going to do it, then the fans have to do it. I say it every week, mate. Yeah, and if the fans are happy and content with crap, the owner's going to keep serving up crap. Yeah, the fans are the biggest single problem.
100%. No, 100%. And what I was going to say was this as well. When you look at Chelsea, we won a Champions League last season. Yeah, if you asked our fan base, should Azpilicueta stay at the club? The man who's won everything, the majority are going to say, nah, he's got to go. He's got to go. Because that's standards. Because you see, with the proper standards come with ruthlessness.
Fact. Mate, these billionaires are not billionaires without being ruthless at some step of the way.
Yeah.
But your fans are also on that same level with ruthlessness. Yeah, it's like, bang, get him out. Yeah, he's been a brilliant player, man. He's one of the best defenders I've seen in the Premier League.
100%.
Yeah, brilliant player, man. Mr. Consistent. You never see him really drop a stinker more than once or twice a season. Yeah, that's it. You know, he's not the one that's making the rash challenge that gives away a penalty. Yeah, he's not the one that's pulling a man back and getting sent off. Yeah,
I don't know how true this is, bruv, but apparently yesterday was the first time he's made an error in his whole time in the Premier League that's actually directly led to a goal.
No way.
Yeah.
That's mad. And he's been there, what, 8 years?
Yeah, we're creeping up 10 years now with Aspie. Flip it now.
Insane, especially when you look at people like Granit Xhaka.
Hey, we've got them in our own team, bruv. We're individual errors FC, bruv. Which brings me on to the whole discussion of whether we'll be even finishing third, you know, let alone top 4. Do you know what I mean? But I'll read out the super chat first. Gassing average player standard of these fans nowadays. Big up Lee. I will also say this, Mish. It's not just the Arsenal fan base. Quite a few of the Chelsea fan base have done it, including myself at the beginning of the season. I got caught up in the hype. I did get caught up in the hype. I won't lie. I'm not one to run away from my shockers and howlers. I did get caught up. But yeah, it's a slippery slope. You see, once you start winning and you're picking up the points and then, you know, going on to win competitions with a group of players, sometimes it blurs the vision for a minute. You get caught up in the euphoria. You're like, yo, did you see what Marcus Alonso did for this game? Did you see what this man done in this game or whatever? Or Danny Drinkwater done? You get carried away, and then these players end up staying. You can't have that. You can't have that.
No, fact.
You've got to look objectively. Nathan Minas, big up yourself. Injury were used as an excuse from top Gooners for us losing the first 3 games. Now, these same backup players that said they weren't good enough then should now get new contracts. Our fans need to make their minds up.
That's what I'm saying. Our fans are thick. They are thick. Yeah. Any excuse. It is excuses FC, thick as pig shit FC. Yeah, don't know what they want FC, bipolar FC. Yeah, it's true what he says. Big up Nathan. First 3 games of the season. Oh, but we had 7 first-team regulars out of the team. Okay, so what, the players that played are now the ones that are playing all right and you want to give a new contract to? So why was that an excuse for the first 3 games then, you wasters? Absolute weirdos, mate. They can't hack that they can't bully me either. Yeah, they like to gang up on people, this fan base. And they like to intimidate and troll and belittle people and put them down, yeah, to get them back on side. Yeah, I see somebody the other day say, oh, he's not come on my channel anymore because he was getting loads of heat. Bro, you ain't welcome on my fucking channel ever again. Yeah, you only used my channel to get a next thing. Yeah, this is what these people do, bruv. Wow. Yeah, do you know what I mean? The guy's never told me that. I had to see it myself.
Wow.
I'm saying, fuck these people, man. Every single one of them can fuck off. Yeah, these people, I've helped so many people, Guni, yeah? And these people only contact me when they want something. Yeah. I could count maybe 100 different people that I've helped with YouTube. Yeah. 100 comfortably where I've helped them out.
Yeah,
I've helped them set this up. I've given them tips. I've given them ideas. Now ask me how many out of that 100 actually contact me and ask how I'm doing. Maybe 5. Yeah. And then people go, oh, he's so rude. He's so salty. He's so this. Yeah.
I'm definitely one of those 5.
100%.
It's just letting it be known. 100%.
No, but this is what I'm saying. You've got people out there that wanna like try and boost their following and boost their exposure. So what they do, they can't go straight to AFTV, can they? So I'm the stepping stone, aren't I? Yeah. Or they want to go on to a bigger channel. So they start off with going on a few other ones. Then it's, oh, can I come on yours? Oh, let me come on here. Let me come on there. Then you help them out, and then they don't ever see you ever again. Yeah, fuck that. Next season, mate, I ain't helping no one. They can all suck out.
No, facts, mate. And I'm starting to see certain characters, how slippery they are, bruv. And just
this fucking YouTube shit, mate. Everyone's a snake.
Yeah, it's mad. There's very, very few genuine people in this.
Facts.
Very, very few.
And then people wonder why I sit there and just cuss everyone.
Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, at the end of the day, everyone's sitting there with a smaller channel than mine, wondering how I'm doing so well. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this guy. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he was going, ain't it mad that out of all of the people that are on AFTV, you've got a bigger channel than all of them?
Facts.
And he said, but you ain't had all that exposure for years and years and years and years. And he said, there's a reason you've got more subs than all of them. There's a reason you get more views than all of them. He goes,
Cream rises to the top, mate.
He said, if you was on AFTV, you'd be hitting 500,000 views a week.
Like, yeah, easy. Cream rises to the top all the time, bruv.
Didn't even think about it, but he's right. Yeah, I've got a bigger channel than anyone on that platform.
100%.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
100%. Cream always rises to the top. When Arsenal Fan TV lost you, Kenny Ken, Troops, rest in peace to the legend Claude. Do you know what I mean? It's just never been the same. But let's get to this, bruv. Do you think you could sneak a 3rd place finish? I know 2nd place loser and that, but just looking at the way the situation is, do you reckon you could sneak it, bruv?
I think we might. I actually think we might. We got Leeds United next. Who's your next game?
Let me check. I was just saying this with Truths, but let me double check. I know it's one we should be winning. It's Wolves, and they just got done 3-0 against
you've got Leeds as well. You got Leeds as well.
Got Leeds. We need 6. Yeah, we need 6 points to mathematically secure top 4. But
we could potentially get it, but I'm not sure we will. Like, Wolves is not going to be an easy game, yeah?
Definitely not.
Even though they got piped by Brighton. Yeah, big up my twin. But Leeds won't be an easy game either.
Definitely not, especially the way we've been playing. Lee, what I saw against Everton was sickening. It was absolutely sickening.
I couldn't believe you lost. I can't lie.
No, I did, but this is the thing. I said on back again. I said I won't be surprised if we lose 3-1 or something like that. I said I know we're not coming out with 3 points. I even said on my preview, I said we're not coming out with 3 points. And the fact that they confirmed it and did exactly what I thought was going to happen concerns me even more, because there was so many opportunities that I saw to just counter the attack. If you had moved from the box within, you've seen it happen so many times. Within 3 passes, you can be in the opposition's box and put the ball in the back of the net. We had several opportunities to do that. And it was either the ball gets caught under the player's feet, the ball's hit too far past the player, so they're going to have to chase it wider than they were originally supposed to. One of the players is holding up the ball, looking for options. It's just the same. It's just so disjointed and just
no balance at all.
Yeah, there's none.
A little bit all over the place, a bit lost.
It's slow, it's lethargic. Like all the time, Everton were comfortable with us on the ball because they knew any opportunity Chelsea had to transition, Everton would have the time to get back in their shape and have Chelsea in front of the ball yet again. And when Chelsea are playing in front of defenders and in front of midfielders, we cannot break them down. We can get, I've seen this several times. You can watch your Chelsea game and see at least once or twice a game. We're at the edge of the box. The ball will go out wide, back to the middle, back to Rudiger,
then back
to Mendy, and then back up. I'm sick and tired of it, bro.
Bro, some of the games I've watched of Chelsea in the last month, it is like watching Arsenal. Yeah, it's just slow, boring. Yeah, whereas like when you were really purring along, yeah, you were like quick. It was decisive. You were like ripping teams apart. Like when I watched you against Real Madrid, you were awesome, man. What's changed since then?
That's my thing, and this is where I have to, because people are like, how can you question Tuchel and this and that? Well, do
you think it's more the fact that they obviously wanted to win the Champions League? That was their last like chance, so they went for it. They can't win the league, so they're just plodding through the league, waiting for that cup final.
I think it's a mixture of things
wrapped up in it.
I reckon it's a mixture of things. I think it's complacency. I think part of it is complacency. They thought, we're too far ahead to get sucked into a top 4 race. Harsh reality has kicked them up the arse. Do you know what I mean? I have to look at Tuchel as well, because since that Real Madrid game, now I understand you cannot approach every game in the same manner, but we've only seen that formation maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
And the other times that we saw it, it was, it worked. So I would have liked to see that a bit more. My other thing is like personnel selection. For example, you see why I'm angry at Azpilicueta for that mistake, but I'm not angry at him at the same time. Do you know why that is? It's because he shouldn't have been on the pitch. It should have been Trevor Chalobah on the pitch, in my opinion. This guy should have been out of the door. If I'm being honest with you, and I say this with love, I don't even mean this in a bad way. He really shouldn't have a Champions League because he should have gone before then. The fact that he's got it, I love the fact that he's got it. Nobody deserves it more than him at the club. But when we're being realistic and looking at standards and rebuilding to continue success, he shouldn't be here. It should have been Livramento there and Reece James as the option.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So, but that's not necessarily Tuchel's fault. That's also a board problem. So obviously bringing up the board, I have to say this. Although I hate the way Roman had to get rid of the club, the whole sanctions and the British government taking it from him, I hate that. I love the man. I respect what he did. But maybe it was the right time for him to let go of the club. Because of the person...
ideas and
right, because the person... Okay. I say that based on the fact the personnel that are still making important decisions, they're not in the right place. Like Marina Granovskaya, for example, she gets a lot of stick, and I don't think it's fair because her job is massive. She does the day-to-day operations at the club. She was overseeing the Westview stand and all that. And then you got to ask her to do the transfer negotiations, this and that and the other. No, You've got to leave the football to footballing minds and not a business negotiator. That's the problem that we've had at Chelsea Football Club. Strip her of that specific responsibility, leave her with the day-to-day operations. So A, she's got less pressure. B, she's able to focus on what she's best at. And C, you've got somebody who knows what they're doing from a football standpoint and has a proven track record. Roman wasn't seeing that and he weren't doing it. Since the last time we won the league, 2017, 5 years now, we're not seeing a title. By my standards, that's pathetic.
Yeah, for Chelsea, that is 100%. And
You
the
see
thing is,
what I'm
they
saying?
haven't even been in the title race really either.
You see what I'm saying? So it speaks. The results speak for itself. It's not working. So this is why I'm saying with this new ownership, one thing that I'll be optimistic about is I think in terms of recruitment, we're going to get it right. More so than we have in the past 5 or so years. I think we're going to get it right because these guys, the way they do things, including their data analytics mixed with the whole scouting team, they're looking to bring in the director of football, someone proper. That Paul Mitchell guy is the one that Todd Bowley really wants. So you've got a footballing brain to also accompany that and help him make the correct signings. That's the direction.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, a lot of people were thinking that with Roman going, it's the end of that. And it's like, I don't really understand why people think that. You know, the club's valued at over 2 billion quid. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
you know, somebody's going to come into that football club. They're going to have serious money. The club makes serious money. It makes more than us. Yeah, and that's because you're successful. And the fact that it's in West London as well, it was always going to be attractive to people.
Absolutely.
So then who's the right person to give it to? Yeah, and by the sounds of it, you've got the right guy. Yeah, because he wants to be the best. He wants to win. Yeah, and that can only be good for Chelsea. Yeah, it's bad for my team, but it's good for you lot.
This is the thing: is you win the Champions League. How do you show him you've got faith in him by giving him Lukaku and Saul after winning a Champions League, bruv?
Mad. Yeah, that's mad. And he didn't want either of them.
We finished. This is what I'm saying. We finished financially after that transfer window in the black, in the positive, in profit. That shouldn't have happened, bruv. We should have built on what we already had, and we could have been challenging for a title if we had the depth, if we had who Tuchel wanted. You get me? The guy wanted his Hakimis, he wanted like smart signings. Everyone was saying we don't need Hakimi. What about Reece James? Hakimi can play on either flank.
Yep, he can play on the wing.
He can play exactly. He's a versatile player. These versatile players that can do roles in various positions, they're very much in demand now, massively in demand in this modern game. And look, we missed out on that. He's gone off to PSG, but the way we're playing, Lee. I saw someone put up our run of fixtures up here. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was Jake that done it. But it was, I believe it was Leeds, Leicester. Who else? Well, it's not easy. We need 6 points from these games, but this is the thing. The way we've been playing, I'm not confident, bro. I am not confident, mate.
The thing is, you only need 2 wins, and it's done.
Leeds, Wolves, Leicester.
Yeah,
we need 2 wins out of that, and that looks difficult with the way we struggle to break down teams. Wolves, their defensive record this season, aside from the slapping against Brighton, they've been solid. Leicester are a funny one. We can probably, I think Leicester will beat Leicester. Leeds, they have
beat Leicester. Leicester at that time could be in the final as well if they do Roma.
Yeah, you see, there's that too. Leeds, they've got something to fight for, and that worries me.
And it's at their ground. I watched them against City the other day, and albeit City slapped them 4-0, they had some good chances in that game. On another day, they would have got a couple of goals in that, and it would have been a different game.
4 points. You see, there you go. 4 points if Spurs lose to Liverpool. But I say this, let me play devil's advocate here. Based off how we've been playing,
you'll beat Watford. There's 3 points.
Watford, that's an easy 3. Then there's less. Yeah, so I suppose we can do it, but I just don't want Arsenal to finish above us. Not that it matters. Nobody gets a trophy for finishing 3rd. But it will just be like at one stage we was 10 points clear of you.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So the embarrassment of that would just be crazy, regardless of if you're playing.
Oh, and you know our fans are cheering like we've won a trophy.
Ah, mate, and then I've got to go and back again every week, and it's gonna last for a whole flipping season, bruv. He's got the right to do it the whole season. And I know Troops and Zar will ride that till the wheels fall off, because I've done it with the Champions League. They're gonna do the same shit. But yeah, it's looking a bit tense for Chelsea at the minute, bruv. I'm not gonna lie to you, kind of a squeaky bum time, bruv. So we've been sucked right into a top 4 race. Worrying times. I just hope we get this ownership situation sorted so we can start acting in the transfer market and getting rid of 1 or 2 players. But speaking of transfers, before we get on to the Mino Raiola, rest in peace, obviously, to the super agent. Before we get on to him, you lot are looking at Gabriel Jesus. I haven't asked you about that, bruv. What do you reckon?
I'd take him because I think he's a good player, but I'd have to question his ambition. Do you know what I mean? Why would he not want to stay at Man City? Yeah, he's still going to play. I don't know how many games he's played. Let's have a look how many games he's played this season. Right. I think they're always going to be in the latter stages of competitions. So he's always going to get games, isn't he? This season for Man City, he's played 37 games. Yeah, 37 appearances. He's got, 13 goals, 12 assists, which is pretty decent. Yeah, and I think he's a quality player. Right? But at the same time, we need more than him up front. Yeah, because he ain't the out-and-out number 9 target guy, is he? Yeah, his movement's good. He can hold the ball, not hold the ball up. He can link the ball. Yeah, link it around to the wingers. Yeah, he's quite quick. Technically, he's decent. He's got everything apart from hold-up play. Yeah, and the way we play like we need a hold-up man. Yeah, so for me, I don't think, unless we're going to change the way we play, which I don't really see, if I'm honest, then I don't think he's going to come to Arsenal and bang, like real bang. Yeah, he's good and he'll do all right, but he ain't going to kick us onto a title. So I think if we do get him, we have to get him and someone else. Yeah, but again, why would you want to leave City? He's played 37 games. Yeah, they might sign Erling Haaland, but this guy's played on the right wing multiple times this season. 15 times.
He's done well and from that right wing as well.
He's actually played on the right wing 15 times out of them 37 games. He's played on the left wing twice. So half of them games that he's played on the wing.
I think, I have to agree with you. Do I think he's the answer to be shooting you into top 4 and challenging for stuff? No, not on his own. Absolutely not. And then obviously it goes without saying there's several other areas in the pitch that need to be addressed at Arsenal before you can think of completing at all fronts. Because obviously I know that's your target. But yeah, I've got 227 people in the building. Smash up that like button to the people that are here. Also hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K, but first we got to get to 8K. Make that happen. Help me make that happen. So far, you lot have been brilliant, but smash up that like button. I know I ain't been reminding you, but I've got the best mod in the game that's constantly doing that in the chat. Big up yourself, Diego C. Palace. You get me? Trust me. Smash up that like button. Subscribe to the thing. Help the channel grow. And also big up Chike, man. Massive, massive supporter of the channel. Thoughts on the Champions League this week and who makes it to the final? For me, I think it will be Liverpool that get it done in Spain and City do the business in Madrid. Liverpool versus City Champions League final. Well, should we start on the Liverpool game? Because that's the one game where I think people are going to be surprised. I don't think Liverpool will win. I reckon the outcome in that will be a draw because the Villarreal ground is notoriously difficult to get a win. Notoriously difficult to get a win. If anyone knows about that ground, that place is an absolute banana skin. It's a general. So what do you think going into it? I think Liverpool do progress to the final, but how do you think that game's going to play out?
I think they'll get through as well. But he rested some players, Klopp. Salah was on the bench. I think Mane was on the bench. He played Milner. But Unai Emery rested pretty much his whole 11. And then they lost to the team bottom of the table. They lost 2-1. and they were 2-0 down as well. But yeah, I think there's going to be a twist in that. I still think Liverpool get through because ultimately they're quality and they've got a quality manager. But I think people are just expecting Liverpool to go there and slap them. Well, they didn't slap them at their own ground. They've done them 2-0. Yeah, it could have been 3-4-5, but it weren't. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't really come out their half. Yeah, they were just pinned back the whole game, really, via Real. But I think Unai Emery's clever, man. He's good in Europe. I think the fact that he's even got that far with that team is mad. And I think if they get the first goal, Liverpool might shit their pants a little bit.
Yeah, you never know. You never know because they're going to be difficult to break down, you know. And you know, although you see, once Liverpool got the first goal and they figured them out at Anfield, I don't think it'll be the same this time. Definitely don't think it will be the same. Especially if Villarreal score first, it might be squeaky bum time. Not gonna lie, especially if they get a goal early, could be squeaky bum time. But I'm still very much leaning on Liverpool to progress and be one of the finalists in the Champions League. But this is the next game where, boy, anything can happen. I know City are your favourites. Troops is also saying City are his favourites. But I'm looking at this at the Bernabeu, fam.
Benzema FC, innit? Benzema is mad, man.
And usually it's criminal to just lean on one player, but he's just been an exception to the rule. He's just been relentless. Even the goal that one of the goals he scored, it was a half chance. He had no right to put that even on target. He scored, he had no right to put it on target, bruv. And yet he's binsed it, bruv, past Edison.
Yeah. And then he Panenka's a penalty.
Yeah, bro, what is this guy?
Semi-final after missing 2 penalties at the weekend before. Yeah, 3 days earlier. Yeah, he missed 2 penalties in the same game. Yeah, and then he goes in the Champions League semi against Man City at the Etihad against one of the best keepers in the world. Yeah, and dinks him. You're like, you're taking the piss, bro. Like proper taking the piss. Yeah, I don't think that game's over by any stretch, man. I think again, if Real Madrid score first, Man City, they can be got at. Bro, Real Madrid didn't even play well. And they're still bagged 3. So I think Man City will get through. I think it'll be City-Liverpool final, but I think that could go extra time.
I think, honestly, in 90 minutes, Real Madrid win by 1 goal, which obviously takes it to extra time. Now, my concern for Real Madrid is the depth that Man City have off that bench. It's not like they're playing Chelsea because the depth was day and night. Them man were bringing on Camavinga. We was bringing on, I don't even want to say it. You know what I'm saying? The options in comparison to what Real Madrid had. It's not going to be the case with Manchester City, bro. And that's where I think if it goes to extra time, I see Man City winning it and getting to the final.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think City will get through, but it will be extra time. Yeah, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that game's going to be sick. Yeah, that's going to be a proper game of football, man. And that shows the levels. If anyone thinks Arteta can get us on that level, they're deluded.
No, 100%. 100%. It's still a long way to go. We're not at that level of football, to be honest with you. That level of football we're seeing from City, Liverpool's, and that even to an extent Real Madrid when their backs are against the wall, bruv. We ain't been showing that this season. Goose is saying Liverpool doesn't really panic like that. When we get scored on first, we respond quick and score back. Klopp has these guys confident in their game. I can't disagree with that, really, Goose, to tell you the truth. I can't. I've got them. They're my favourites to be lifting the Champions League this season. I can't lie. I can't see beyond them.
I'm saying City, man.
Them adding
the league, and I think they'll do that as well. But I think Liverpool might. I don't know. That cup final is going to be interesting, the FA Cup. But I just think it's Pep's year, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's second time lucky, and you know, it's like you're the one that was saying, and it's actually true. Usually, teams are more successful on their second attempt when it comes to a final. Could be City's year, 100%, but I don't know. It's regardless, you know, it's going to be a quality final, 100%. Like it's what it should be, the best football in the world on display, and a one-off game for one of the biggest European trophy to win in club football. So that's definitely going to be cool. Did you see Pulisic's dad's tweets? Yeah, a little cryptic, but you know what he meant by it. So he was referring to something about 6 months ago, how happy he was at the club, or something along those lines. I'm really paraphrasing and doing a pretty bad job. But basically, the tweet alluded to Pulisic not being happy and perhaps pointing to his exit out of the door in the summer, which I wouldn't be against. He's one of the players that I named I wouldn't mind seeing out the door. One of many Chelsea players that I would not mind seeing out at the door. While we get rid of him, that's fine. My only thing is that we replace him with quality. And in terms of quality, it doesn't have to be 100 million signing. It has to be one that is well scouted and that will fit a system, a style of football, and not necessarily to just cater for Thomas Tuchel. Because this is the problem we have, this whole mixed match sort of thing with different managers and that. Hopefully, we're going to have some more longevity with the new owners, but we have to build a team. So in case something happens with a particular owner, the next manager can come in and understand that these lot, you know, they've been specifically picked and scouted and they play together as a unit. I've just got to add little things to this team to you get me, to give it my identity, not necessarily have to tear up the paper and start from scratch. It's not a good thing. It's like Manchester City, for example, Liverpool, for example. You know, if another manager comes in, they're well set up. They've got 2 quality players for every single position. They've got a style of football that they play. It's identifiable. That's the path that we need to go down, 100%. Lee, you've got about 15 minutes left, right?
Yeah, man. I big up to this Elliot Ramidale. Yeah, he's obviously American because that's not how you spell mum. So big up to you, mate. Maybe
to see it.
Yeah, but that guy commented on my fan cams as well. He's obviously a big fan of mine. So yeah, he's following me everywhere today. I do love these people. Without all of these people that profess to hate me and don't like me, we'd probably get half the views, mate.
Yeah, mods. If he comes around with this stupidness, take care of him.
I love it. I love how I trigger so many people. I just inject it every day, bro. I love winding these people up every day. Yeah, my fan cam title was Rob Holding Masterclass. I love winding them up. And the thing is, that fan cam's on about 24k views already. Yeah, it's still flying. Yeah, and that's after a win, but only profit after a loss, apparently. So yeah, it's like they want to come and check out what I'm saying when we've won, so they can sit and abuse me. But then when we lose, they want to check out and see how angry I get. Yeah, so it's a win-win, isn't it? I've kind of cornered the market with Arsenal fans. Yeah,
Absolutely. And I'm gonna then, to rattle them further, I'm gonna leave this comment up for a bit. Yeah, come on, big up Tony for that one. But yeah, man, before you go, I thought we would touch on Mino Raiola. Obviously, he has officially passed away. There was a first false alarm where a tweet came out that he had died, but he came out and tweeted himself and said,
"Do you think he actually did tweet that?"
Because I don't know.
That guy that put it out there, that journalist, yeah, and then he got absolutely battered, didn't he? Yeah, and then he said, "I'm having a week off of Twitter." Then 2 days later, it actually comes out that he did die. You know, that he is dead. Do you think he was actually right? They wanted to.
You know what? I think
and they probably wanted to put it out first.
I think, bruv. I suspect. Again, speculation, bruv. I suspect that he was actually dead at that point.
See, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that he got absolutely dog's abuse, but really he was right, because who would have told him that? Yeah, you don't just make that up, surely. Yeah. Right? And then he puts that out there, gets battered. Then Mino Raiola's account tweets out that he's actually still alive, and it's making out it is him. Yeah. And then 2 days later, it comes out off his account again. Yeah, that Raiola's account, with a statement. So me thinking straight outside the box, thinking, well, maybe this journalist was right, and the family got the ump.
Everyone they wanted it on their terms.
They wanted it on their terms, which is their family, which is fair enough.
Yeah, but it goes without saying, man. But that's journalists for you, man. They can be absolutely relentless and ruthless, bruv. Even in the time of mourning, you get me. The man's body not even cold, and the journals are all over it, man. That's the sad world that we live in. But, you know, Mino Raiola, he was a massive figure in football, one of, if not the biggest football agent in the world. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about him, because while he was alive and even in death, unfortunately, he had a lot of disrespect when in all actuality, I looked at him and I thought, well, if I was playing football or my son was blessed enough to be able to play at a professional level, there's not another agent that I would want. Because realistically, the way you saw this man take care of his clients was unbelievable. And he didn't care who you were. And I believe his image was really tarnished when Pogba left Manchester United. Now, this is what I will say, Lee, is what is Mino Raiola supposed to do when you've called Paul Scholes out of retirement? You've got this young gem called Pogba who could have stepped into that lineup and he's not getting games. What other option do you have? Clearly, the manager doesn't have faith in Pogba to step into that team, so he had to go and show his worth, and he was right to do so. After that,
multiple titles.
Yeah, after that, Sir Alex Ferguson decided to turn around and say, the man's a virus, I'll never work with him again, etc., etc. Agents are greedy, it's about money or whatever with them. Well, listen, it's about money with everybody. Because
football is about money. That's what
it
becomes. So why not take the opportunity to earn a fortune out of it?
And then my thing is this, is the amount that we give to these football clubs. And some of us complain, we pay so much money for merchandise, this, that, and the other. When you're seeing an intermediary like him step in, and more time, and a lot of times I attend, the people he's getting these contracts for, they come from nothing.
Yeah.
And he's standing their ground and saying, nah, I don't care who you are. This is my client. We take care of him. I'm only concerned about what's best for his career. And then on top of that, too, the model that he gave agents from grassroots football all the way up to the top. How can you hate him? He's shown people like, listen, this is the way you're going to make money in this game. I'm showing you. This is how you take care of your future. Because people forget football is a very short-term career, you know.
And let's not forget as well, these football clubs are equally as culpable. Because they use these agents as well to get rid of players. Do you know what I'm saying? Or to get players in as well. So at the end of the day, like when football agents have become a massive thing now, right? It's been blown up to the fact that we know who they are now, Whereas before we never really knew who they were. But that's because the money in the game now, everyone's a star, aren't they? Like I see some of our players leaving the ground the other day. Some of the fucking cars they're driving, mate, youth teamers, they're driving around in 100 grand cars.
That's what I mean.
Never kicked a ball for the first team. Nobody's moaning about that, are they? But they want to moan about an agent who's going to take 30 million out of a deal. And what?
And this is the thing. The clubs have been doing this to us for years, exactly. and we just continue to go and just give them the money. In many situations, you know, Arsenal fans, Manchester United fans that really have that divide with their owners, still putting money in their pocket. So when you're seeing somebody come by and say, "Hang on, you lot are spinning dough. I want some of that." But what I can give you in exchange for that is quality that you're not going to find anywhere else right now in the world. So you see how it weighs itself out, bruv.
And the thing is, if a club want a player that badly, like they're going to pay the money. Regardless of who the agent is, they're going to pay the money. Like Erling Haaland is 67 million quid. Raiola was his agent. He was going to earn 30 mil on top of that. So now it's 100 mil. And then you've got to pay all the image rights, wages. It's going to be about a 200 odd million quid deal or more. So it's like 30 million to get that deal done, to get a player that's going to bring your club more than 30 million back straight away. Just by him signing, they'd make 30 million straight away.
You see?
Easily. Look at when Beckham went to Real Madrid. They made more money back on the day he signed than they bought him for.
They started, well, at the time, 25 mil back then is not 25 M's now. 25 M's,
now.
Yeah, exactly. Believe it or not, 25 M's when you were seeing them transfers back in the 90s and that, you're like, yo.
Mate, when down 50 mil.
50 M, bruv. I almost fell out of my seat when I saw that.
My old man stopped watching football after that.
I remember he was telling us.
He said, it's finished, mate. 50 mil for a footballer. Nah, man, I'm out.
I remember you was telling us. Tony K, you're right. It is looking like Haaland will be going to Manchester City. But one thing I will say to watch out for is that Perez was massively interested in him, apparently. but stepped away because of the results of his MRI scan. So apparently there could be a recurring injury worry there. So we have to see. On this channel, we never wish injury upon anybody. And for a player like Haaland of his quality and the entertainment that he gives us, that's certainly a player I want to see have a good and healthy career. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully, I hope he gets over that injury if that's the case. But I'm hearing that's what's going on with Erling Haaland right now. But Guns, I know you have to go over. You've got another show in a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna wrap this up now. But just let the people know what you've got already up or what you've got coming up today.
I'm about to go live on Henry Wright's channel, literally in the next 5 minutes or so. And then straight after that, I'll be doing a live stream on my channel. We can trigger some more little virgins in the chat who are on bank holiday today. Make sure you set your alarms for school. Make sure you clean up after yourselves. And yeah, they're all stuck to their bed sheets, all fuming about Lee Gunner's opinion. I'm gargantuan, bro. Yeah, imagine getting so rattled by somebody on YouTube that you don't know. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, that has no impact on your life apart from your negative. The amount of times I see in the comments, yeah, you're negative. Well, why are you here then? I see it every day. If you want to have a laugh, go and have a look at the comments on my fan cam.
Oh yeah, bro. They were saying in the comments that it was absolutely mental in there.
Oh, it's hilarious, bro. Every time we win a game, this lot come in and just boom, 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 boom. Little do they know, the reason them fan cams get so many views is because they're battering the algorithm for me. Yeah, the more comments, the more it gets pushed out to people.
I see. Yeah, that's what people don't realize.
I know it's funny, man, but this is the thing. Like these people, yeah, like I feel sorry for them. I can't lie. Yeah, they're doing a shit job that they don't like for about 1,500 quid a month. Yeah, I am 4 times more and more than that last month, and I talk for an hour a day talking about football. I'm talking about football, and these men are fuming about me talking about football.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, they ain't got the personality to do YouTube. They ain't got the talk to do YouTube. They don't know nothing about the club to do YouTube.
Or the confidence.
Or the confidence, and that's the thing. Yeah. So then what they do is they want to hate on people that have got the confidence, that won't be bullied into a narrative just because it's fashionable. Yeah, and I actually do have my own personality, my own mind, and my own thought process. Yeah, and my own opinion. People don't like that. Yeah, like I see somebody the other day say, "Who's the worst Arsenal fan?" Yeah, and it was 3 Spider-Mans all pointing at each other. Yeah, Lee Gunner, Piers Morgan, or Lewis Hamilton.
Oh my goodness.
He was thinking to trying to buy you lot, apparently, yeah?
Yeah, he was.
And I was like, look how rattled people get over me, yeah? Piers Morgan, because he went on TalkSport and actually said exactly everything I've been saying.
He said some real shit, I can't lie. Piers ain't my favourite guy, but he said some real shit about your club, bro.
He's right. And then the thing is, people are going, oh, yeah, what does he know? Well, but he's got 4 season tickets, mate. Yeah. Yeah, watching football a lot longer than you lot. Yeah. So I mean, he's seen us be successful. Yeah, and this is the thing, like, I find it hilarious, man. I'm sat here, it's 26 degrees outside, the sun's shining, it's a beautiful day, and that's me on the beach for 11 weeks while this lot are all fucking doing some shit job they don't like. Yeah, all crying about me. Keep crying, man, because I'll be back again for the Leeds game. Yeah, it's like, I don't think these people realise that the more they cry, yeah, I'm coming back again anyway. So why'd you keep crying? Because I'm going to be back again for the Leeds game. This lot I've been crying for weeks, years, months, whatever. Still come back the next week.
That's it.
Oh my God, I'm going to quit YouTube. Fucking turn it in.
Nah, you drop me right out. Hey, people, 340 people still left in the building. Do me a favor, man. Smash up that like button. Let's see if we can get to at least 200 likes. I don't know where we're at now. I don't see what the numbers are. But help us get to at least 200 before this live locks off. Also, if you are new to this channel, make sure you smash up that subscribe button and help us get to 10k. We're almost at 8k, so let's get there. Do you know what I mean? Smash up that button. Yeah, and also hit that notification bell. I'm not gonna lie to you, the notification bell is mad bookie, bruv. It decides to work when it wants to work, but still smash it up just in case. But as this channel, today I don't think I've got any more lives unless Eunice hollers at me later on, but I know it's Eid. By the way, Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims as well. I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy your day with your family. Blessings on you. I hope your Ramadan went well. All of that. I'm not too clued up on the religion, but I will show respect. You get me? So, and I would also say this. I point this out. I have a lot of admiration for the amount of discipline that they show within that fasting time. 100%.
Oh, bro, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
100%.
I had a guy in my chat yesterday say to me that he hasn't actually eaten food at all, for the whole month. Yeah, it was just like liquids, and he said he'd lost 30 pounds in April.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the mind as well. It's very good for the mind. Good for the body.
Go a whole month not eating anything, man.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy. The dedication's unreal, mate.
Yeah, man. So big up all the Muslims out there. You deserve all the respect in the world for that. But listen, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please make sure that you do stay safe.